So, everything happens for a reason. Yeah, I've been confronted by that little phrase lately. It's been popping up in the recommendations while I'm still using YouTube to kind of entertain myself, to kill time, and to sometimes see interesting stuff. And this little phrase, everything happens for a reason. And it's basically the same spin doctrine and religious biased, and even sometimes not. Even some atheists groups talks about it when everything happens for a reason, or that we make it seems like there's a reason based on what we believe. But if you if you follow the quote unquote ascension topics and informations, we understand, or better saying, understand that this realm works as a matrix of sorts. We don't know exactly what it is or how it runs, and those shouldn't be the questions to know what that is. But really, what are we, and what are we doing here? So, everything happens for a reason is the phrase, and you can insert various explanations onto it. By the end of the day, we do not know. But as I've been thinking about it lately, I've came to my own personal conclusions that yes, everything happens for a reason. But the question to me that follows along is, does it happen for a quote good reason or a bad reason? And again, this is a matrix. There is some script going on here. Let it be to drain our energy, so to say, or to driven us to direct our energy to certain purposes. So the phrase should not be everything happens for a reason. It should actually be everything happens for a reason. And the reason is not of our good demise. Yeah. Uh, Everything still seems very obnoxious. Sometimes I wonder, why does everything seem so quiet in the outside, but within it seems so turbulent? I see now that most of the so-called reality here is still, is very quiet. It's very balanced, and only in the points where there's a certain amount of people gathered and of conflict that you notice everything going, everything falling apart basically. It's very difficult to explain, but these are just one of the many aspects that makes the piece of a bigger puzzle that in the end do not matter, because everything here is decaying. It's the law of this matrix. You are birthed, you you grow, you reach a certain level, and then you start falling apart, and then you're gone, you became dust. So that's the reason why things happen, at least in here. But in concerning consciousness and elevating yourself, evolving for real, uh, things may happen for another reason. and this matrix would only be complementary for our evolution, so to say. I see that the only evolution that really happens in the terms of it is internal. It's of your mind, your consciousness, your spirit, your soul, and beyond. Uh, yeah, yeah. Uh, that's it. I am not feeling better now. I'm just playing with my thoughts. Uh, Following my intuition now, it says basically internally that there are still many, 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 many years to come in this fucking place. I hate to entertain that idea. I don't know if I'm gonna give up in the next few years, like giving up for real, just turning myself off of society. And I don't mean saying that uh, I'm gonna kill myself or anything. No, but I don't know if I go crazy, if I out of this home, try to find a place for myself, or just wander off in the world. I guess there is a lot of people who still do it. They just run away from home, or their parents' home, or whatever they live, and they throw themselves in the world and see what happens. Uh, all I know is that, as I said, in these little places like the cities, the big cities, where there is a higher concentration of people, where things are really going on as a society, it's not gonna be sustainable anymore for people, at least for people like us who cannot stop thinking about stuff. And the best the best solution for most things I see, at least for me, when there is trouble where you are and you see it's not gonna solve itself, you should leave. You should get away from it. And does that sound like a cowardly action? Well, yes, but know this: you cannot help anyone here in the means of elevating each other. You can only help yourself raise your consciousness, know more about yourself, and maybe through this you may inspire someone, and that inspiration will grow as a seed, and this person may find its way, and each other may cross paths in the near or in the far future. And that's it. Well, I prolonged this video too much. I didn't want to say much anyways, so thank you.